Have you ever wondered what makes one cell different from another? It might surprise you that the very building blocks of life come in two distinct forms, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. These two types of cells power every living organism, from the tiniest bacteria to the most complex plants and animals. But what sets them apart? In this video, we'll break down the key differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells and explore why these distinctions are crucial for life as we know it. First up, size. Prokaryotic cells are much smaller, typically ranging from 0.1 to 5 micrometers in diameter. In contrast, eukaryotic cells are larger, usually between 10 and 100 micrometers. So, when comparing them under a microscope, eukaryotic cells are significantly bigger. Now let's talk about the nucleus. Prokaryotic cells don't have a true nucleus. Instead, their DNA is located in a region called the nucleoid, which isn't enclosed by a membrane. On the other hand, eukaryotic cells have a well-defined nucleus that's enclosed by a nuclear membrane, protecting the DNA inside. Moving on to the DNA structure. In prokaryotes, the DNA is circular and usually consists of a single chromosome. Eukaryotes, however, have linear DNA organized into multiple chromosomes housed within the nucleus. Next, let's look at organelles. Prokaryotic cells don't have any membrane-bound organelles. That means they lack structures like mitochondria or the endoplasmic reticulum. Eukaryotic cells, however, are packed with membrane-bound organelles like the mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, and more, which specialize in different functions. When it comes to cell division, prokaryotic cells divide through a simple process called binary fission, which is quick and efficient. Eukaryotic cells, on the other hand, divide through mitosis or meiosis, processes that are more complex and tightly regulated. Let's talk about ribosomes. Prokaryotic cells have smaller ribosomes, known as 70S ribosomes. Eukaryotic cells have larger ribosomes, known as 80S ribosomes, which are a bit more advanced and specialized. Next, the cell wall. Most prokaryotes, especially bacteria, have a cell wall made of peptidoglycan. In eukaryotic cells, a cell wall is only found in plants and fungi. In plants, it's made of cellulose, and in fungi, it's made of chitin. Now the cytoskeleton. Prokaryotic cells have a very simple or even absent cytoskeleton. Eukaryotic cells, however, have a complex cytoskeleton made of microtubules and filaments, which helps maintain their shape and support cell movement. What about energy production? In prokaryotic cells, all energy processes like ATP synthesis happen on the plasma membrane. Eukaryotic cells use specialized organelles like mitochondria for energy production, making the process more efficient. Finally, let's look at some examples. Prokaryotic cells include bacteria such as E. coli and archaea. For eukaryotic cells, we're talking about plant cells, animal cells, fungi, and even single-celled organisms like amoebas. These are the key differences between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Remember, prokaryotes are simpler and smaller, while eukaryotes are more complex and larger. A good way to remember is this: prokaryotes are primitive and eukaryotes are advanced. Question of the day: which type of cell lacks a nucleus? Only a genius can answer in the comments below. If you would like to watch my other lectures on topics like the lungs, kidneys, liver, brain and eyes, visit my channel to view my other videos.